What's up, everyone? I am Trina Jacobson, the owner and creator behind Diamonds and Dust, and today I'm partnering with Xtool for their 4th year anniversary. If you have been considering purchasing a laser for your business, now is the time, as they're going to be having some amazing deals. Today we're going to be working on a cream-colored 40-ounce tumbler with that rainbow shift chrome underneath, and I'm going to walk you through this step by step, so when you do purchase that laser, your process goes as smoothly as possible. We're also going to be doing a giveaway, so make sure you pay attention to how to get entered. I have the Xtool S1 in the 10 watt. I also have the riser base, which is necessary for deeper projects like a tumbler. And then I also have the air assist, which in my opinion is a must have. I have taken the back vent and just directed it out an open window for proper ventilation. Today we're going to be working on this 40-ounce cream tumbler with that rainbow shift underneath, and you can get these directly off Xtool's website. You're first going to grab your tumbler and you're going to grab a screwdriver. They have provided one in the box for you, but I just had one here by me, so I grabbed mine, and I'm just going to remove those 2 screws on the bottom of the handle. Once those are off, remove the handle and set those to the side. You're going to grab some pliers and take those little tabs that the handle rested on, and you're going to bend those both inward. I will be using the rotary tool, and I have just taken off the 2 rotary rollers, and I'm going to be using the chuck today. This also comes with this little base for the bottom of bigger tumblers. You're going to take that rotary tool and you're going to take it and plug it right in the front of your machine right here. And then we are going to place our tumbler on this chuck. Now you can adjust it a little bit with your hand and make it as tight as you can. And then they also have a little tool that looks like a T that you can tighten it a little bit more. You want this tumbler as straight as you can get it on this rotary for now. We're going to adjust it with the bottom base. We are going to take that little bottom piece that the base rests on, and we're actually going to place it underneath our rotary section. We are going to do that because your tumbler actually can't sit level, or the bottom, since it's tapered, won't engrave. And so you want the bottom that's tapered and the top that's not tapered to be as level as possible, and the only way to do that is by raising the bottom up. This is my little jig that I have for now. My husband's making me another one. This one's just a box lid, but I'm just going to place it over that curve about an inch down and make sure that the level sits on top of that as level as possible. Now we're going to the XCS software, and we are going to create a new project. So I just went to the X at the top, File, and then New. Once I have that open, I'm going to go to this little picture image right to the left top corner and find my file that I want to upload and upload it to the XCS program. Now we are going to make a guide for our image so it is sized correctly. We're going to push that square on the left, select rectangle, and make any size of rectangle. It won't matter. Then we're going to go over to the right of our screen, unlock the sizing by pushing that little thing that looks like a chain on the right, measure around your tumbler and the length of your tumbler, and put that in. Now that square is just a guide for our image, and we are going to size it in there accordingly. Rotate your image going vertically like this on your screen. Don't forget to click on that rectangle and delete it. We're going to go to the right of our screen where it says process on base plate and select use rotary attachment and then chuck. Then go down and enter your dimensions to your perimeter of your tumbler. Don't worry about the diameter, that is entered automatically. Now we are going to measure our distance to the tumbler, and you do that by taking the crosshairs, and I like to place it on this style of tumbler right at that high part of the curve. Now go back to your XCS program, and to the right underneath the perimeter you will see the distance button, and to the right of that is a little ruler. You're going to click that button, and what that will do, it will take the laser to that place where we place the crosshairs. It will give your tumbler a little kiss, and it will measure the distance for you. Now we're going to go back to the XCS program, and we're going to go to the bottom right, which it says framing, and we are going to frame our tumbler. And what this does is it just kind of lays out exactly where the laser is going to start and stop on your tumbler. Once you push framing, you're going to set the crosshairs at the top of your tumbler and then push the button on the front, and this will just show you exactly where it's going to engrave. So I obviously set the crosshairs at the top of that cream color, and you can see exactly where it's going to end on the bottom, and then it's going to go back up and scan it again. You're going to watch those crosshairs very closely to make sure that the pattern is going to stay on your tumbler. If your tumbler isn't in that chalk straight, it can start getting on an angle, and we don't want that. As the laser scans down and up your tumbler, it's also telling you where the pattern is going to start. I like to start mine right in the middle of the handles. So if it did not scan up or down in that section, you need to adjust your tumbler. And I do that by just turning it backwards or forwards, pushing the button on the front of the laser again, and that will just give you another framing. And I just do that until the laser scans right down the middle. Now go back over to your XCS program and click Framing Completed. Now we are going to choose the material we're going to be engraving. So I'm going to go to that top right corner where it says User Defined Material, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to pull up a bunch of materials that you can cut on or engrave. I'm just going to select any of these stainless steel tumblers because at this time it's not going to matter. I'm going to adjust my settings anyways. So I'm going to go to that Easy Set panel, push Engrave, and then change the power to 80, the speed to 165, and the lines per centimeter to 300. I know my screen is telling you differently, but just do what I say and not what I did, because I went back and edited the settings after this. Before you are ready to engrave your tumbler, make sure you drag and select your image and see if it is all combined. If it's not, like mine, it will have a little square around each image. We need to unite this. So go over to Combine to the right of your screen, and then underneath Combine, it will say Unite. This will cut down on your processing time. Now you're ready to engrave your tumbler. So on the bottom right, click Go to Process, shut the cover on your laser, and then you're going to push Start in the upper right corner. It then will beep, and you're going to push the button on the front of your laser. This right here is in real time. These 10 watts tend to be a little bit slower, but they definitely get the job done. This tumbler was completed in about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I will also state that any lighter color tumbler like this one is a little bit more difficult because it reads lighter colors differently. I will go over that more in a future video. Once your tumbler is completed, it will look like this, which looks all burnt and charred and not beautiful at all, but we are going to change that when we clean it up. I'm just going to loosen the chalk a little bit and slide my tumbler off. Now you're going to take your tumbler over to your sink, and I'm just using a magic eraser and water with a little bit of elbow grease to scrub off that char and burn. And you're also going to want to look at the chrome. If it doesn't look super shiny, it might have a little bit of a film on there, and you can get a lot of that off with a magic eraser. If it is not coming off, just take some Barkeeper's Friend and give it a good scrub, and that chrome shift will shine right back up. Now we are going to place our handle back on by bending those tabs back straight up and then screwing the handle back on. If you would like to win one of these tumblers, to get entered, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and in the comments section, write what you would use an Xtool for and how it would benefit your business. Also, don't forget to follow Xtool, as they're always posting project ideas and giving little tips and tricks. And here is our tumbler all finished. Look at that color shift shine through those hearts. This tumbler is so much fun, and I had a great time learning how to engrave tumblers. If you guys are interested in an Xtool, I have a link for you down in the description. Thanks so much for watching.